Say rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
Since I'll go back with another video, I'm the artwork probably, as he probably drew the artwork, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, my Bloody Valentine got there in white, pops off very well. You got this, like, not a deep red, but almost like a red flashlight.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's a very
gleaming.
haunting red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then same thing with the blue, almost like a cotton candy flashlight gleam, I guess you would call it. Gleam? That's a good word, gleam.
Why not?
I don't know the character's name because I've never seen the movie, but he's got his fucking, what was that called? A hack?
A pickaxe.
A pickaxe. He got his pickaxe and some body he's dragging, blood's going across the railroad. And then you have like a Valentine's Day party. On looking at the front, you got the decorations and whatnot. I love the front.
Yeah.
The front's amazing. Beautiful art. Just like the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? What you think about the front? Anything sticks out in particular?
No, I agree. I love the color scheme. I love how I think it's interesting how like they have the killer and like in the light.
Yeah.
Because that's like not normally where they are in horror movies. So that's really interesting. It highlights him really, really well. And I think it really gives off this good vibe. It's like, hey, this is going to be a lot of gore, but like in a setting that is full of love.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta get those gimmicks in. There's Valentine's Day.
Right, exactly.
Murder strikes.
Yeah.
You know, your heart will be pumping.
Mm-hmm.
Blood or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I should write trailers.
You maybe should write them. You should not voice them.
That's facts. That's very factual. On the back, we got more decorations with the legs and the blood coming off. More dragging. Looks like we got some skulls on the hearts. And if you look up at the main focus of it, you have 1980s actresses who probably acted in 3 things, never went major. They're killing faces, a lot of screaming. The first one looks pretty funny.
Yeah.
The second one, she's like trying to hide. It looks like the third one, she's just got stabbed straight up. The other one, she's making a funny face as well. This is I believe it's a 1980s horror movie.
Okay.
So, guaranteed, one of them shows their breast.
Obviously,
Their faces are a little laughable,
Yeah.
especially the two on the ends.
Right.
So I think they could have just went with hearts and it'd have been cool. But if you're a fan of this movie and you recognize the kills, you probably enjoy it more.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just part of like the camp aspect
Yeah,
of it
for
too.
sure.
good point. You're so smart.
I've never seen this movie either, but I'm aware of it, and from what I understand, it's definitely kind of that like cult status '80s like horror flick. So like just playing into the ridiculousness of it by having those faces on there, I think adds a lot to the Steelbook. I also can't imagine being one of these actresses and then like being excited that I'm on a Steelbook, and then you go look at it and that's your face that they decided to put on there. But yeah, I love the aesthetic. It definitely gives off exactly what the movie is. I don't know why they're in a mine shaft on Valentine's Day, but I'm sure there's some plot reason.
I hope so.
What an interesting concept.
Yeah, I mean, somebody watched Scooby-Doo and was like,
Right.
49er minor.
The 9 or 40 minor.
Yeah,
but on
that too.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That was the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the artwork's great.
Yeah.
Like, it's very good. Yeah.
I just wish this, like, company, or not even the company, the artist,
Yeah.
made steelbooks for movies I love and care about. And he has done it. He has Big Trouble in Little China, really any of the John Carpenter films.
Yeah.
I've owned them all. The ones that I really like. I just, like,
Yeah.
I would have loved it. I'm trying to think of movies I love, but a Rambo still looked like this would have been great.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger's twins, you could have done some funny stuff with
Oh,
that.
that would have been funny. Yeah.
There's a lot of movies in the 80s and 90s that would fit this art style very well. Just, I'm not familiar with this movie. A blind buy with the room I have available on my shelf. It's not a lot.
And you have a lot of shelves.
I do. I'm running out of room. It's gonna be a pass for Strange Wayne just because the real estate is very limited. It's a beautiful steelbook.
It's a tough
Never
market.
seen the movie. It is. I've never seen this movie nor the remake, but it was popular to get a remake. If I saw this on Netflix, I would watch it just so I could know if I'm sure if I'm gonna buy it or not. You know,
Yeah.
it might change my mind.
I feel you. It's also a pass for me. This is just another one of those that falls into that category of I freaking love this as a piece of art, but I don't care about horror movies that much. This movie just wasn't made for me, but there are people that it was made for, so I'm glad it exists. But it's a drop for me for that reason.
Makes sense.
I will say one thing though. If I saw this on Instagram, I would add another heart to it because it's just so beautiful. Tell us, do you think it's beautiful down in the comment section below? Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video. And subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.